Okay, let's turn from there to the political controversy that's raging. That's right, there is politics even in pandemic times. And the toolkit controversy has turned into a political potboiler after a late Sunday evening swoop at the Twitter office in the national capital, or Monday evening swoop rather. The Delhi Police Special Cell has now issued notices to two Congress party leaders for questioning. The Congress party is claiming that the real investigation should be on BJP leaders who they accuse of putting out misleading documents suggesting they were linked to the Congress. The Congress says these documents are fabricated. Caught in the crossfire is Twitter, the social media giant. How is all this playing out though in the times of a pandemic? In a moment we'll be joined by two politicians, but first this report.
A dramatic night swoop by the Delhi Police Special Cell at Twitter India's offices in Delhi and Gurugram. The sensational development in the alleged COVID toolkit cases ended as dramatically as the cops left quickly since there was no staff at the Twitter offices due to the ongoing lockdown. Twitter says that it is not responsible for the content on its platform.
अभी जा रहे कांटेक्ट जैसे ही होगा देन पे देखते हैं कैसे क्या नहीं।
अच्छा अभी तक कांटेक्ट नहीं हो पाया सर?
अभी ऊपर ट्विटर के ऑफिशियल से कांटेक्ट नहीं हो पाया।
The investigation into the alleged Congress COVID toolkit put out by BJP's Sambit Patra has exploded after Twitter tagged Patra's tweets as manipulated. Delhi police has sent a notice to the social media giant. That's not all. Sources have told India Today that Delhi police has now asked two Congress leaders to also join the probe. As the probe continues into the origin of the alleged toolkit, politics continues to rage on. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi took a jibe at the Modi government, saying the truth remains unafraid. The Congress claims that the Delhi police is yet to take any action against the BJP leaders it has complained against. It is also demanding that tweets of 11 BJP union ministers who shared the alleged toolkit also be tagged as manipulated media. This, even as a police notice has been sent to Sambit Patra based on a complaint filed in Raipur, Chhattisgarh by an NSUI leader.
Twitter India CEO clearly says that he is the managing director of Twitter India. In his media interactions in 2019 and 2020, he has clearly spoken about content. He must come out and let the agencies know what is it that Twitter knows, on the basis of which they have flagged certain tweets as manipulated media.
Now they are scared that their lies are going to get exposed and the oath of the constitution that they took will stand annihilated and violated. And that's why social media platforms are being targeted.
Twitter is already facing the heat from the centre for not complying to its guidelines. The toolkit controversy only makes things difficult for the social media giant. With Anand Patel in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Politics during a pandemic. That's my face-off at the moment. Is politics deciding the toolkit probe? Is the BJP really guilty of sharing manipulated media or fabricating information? Should the Congress first let the police finish their probe before making any accusations? These are questions I will raise. Joining me on my face-off, Syed Zafar Islam, the BJP's MP, and Supriya Srinath, the Congress's spokesperson. Appreciate both of you joining us. Syed Zafar Islam, to you first, because the charge is being made against the BJP that you, or your party rather, manipulated, fabricated, falsified documents, passed them off as Congress documents that were meant, you said, or your party said, to defame Narendra Modi. To that extent, should the real focus of investigation not be on the BJP leaders like Dr. Patra and indeed your union ministers who allegedly put out these documents in the public fora, rather than questioning Congress leaders or questioning Twitter first?
Rajdeep, let me ask you a very candid question first. Who will decide that it's a manipulated document? Is the Twitter going to decide? And on what basis Twitter is going to decide? What is the basis? Just because they have been approached by Congress party with a document which is which they claim is manipulated, but it is a factually correct document which has been tweeted
No,
by my
are
colleague.
you saying, Syed Zafar Islam, that your charge is Twitter, a global social media giant, is operating on behalf of the Congress party? Are you saying
Well,
that
I'm not-
Twitter did not follow due process when they called the documents you put out as manipulated media? Are you questioning Twitter?
Well, I'm questioning the process. There has to be some redressal process. You know, Rajdeep, I am also part of the Standing Committee on IT.
Yes.
And I know what kind of a concern all the members of the parliament have, including from the opposition parties, because Twitter, the compliance officer sits in somewhere in US. They do business here, and I have worked in a foreign bank, and I know the compliance officer's responsibility. There has to be some redressal mechanism onshore as well. You cannot do business here and entirely depend on your compliance officer sitting in US. There has to be somebody onshore to address those concerns which has been emanated in the country. Well, nobody is there. The Twitter MD says something else. I mean, the police has to investigate, find out who is the one who can respond to that. They cannot become judgmental and pass such.
So you're questioning Twitter's judgment. You're questioning Twitter's judgment, and you're questioning whether the Twitter has followed due process. We tried to approach Twitter. Twitter hasn't come on the show, but sources are telling us that they have gone by technological filters and investigations from third parties that they have verified, which suggests that this was manipulated media. Remember, this is source-based. This is what they are claiming at the moment, Mr. Islam.
Rajdeep,
Yes.
Rajdeep, see, you can, if the allegation is being made by Congress party that the document is not correct, it is the responsibility of the Twitter to engage the other party as well to ascertain whether the document is correct or not, on what basis in isolation and unilaterally they can become
Okay.
judgmental and pass a judgment.
okay,
This is absolutely insane.
So you're questioning the process. Now respond, Supriya Shrinate, because the Congress, on the other hand, has already jumped and said the Delhi police is acting on behalf of the BJP government, that the Delhi police is intimidating Twitter. The fact is, the Congress party filed a complaint. Now the police is expected to act on the complaint. So if on the basis of the complaint they're questioning Twitter, questioning your leaders, what's the harm? Why are you already claiming or prejudging this entire inquiry?
No, we are not prejudging the entire inquiry, and let me take things forward. It's been 3.5 minutes that you engaged with Zafar Islam. He hasn't answered the very basic question. What is the BJP's problem? I am not the Twitter spokesperson. I'm the Congress party spokesperson. I will in 30 seconds tell you what happened. A certain spokesperson of the BJP has, and you know, I'm not going to say this in his absence, I'm going to say it to the face of another spokesperson, has a track record of sharing fake news, comes out with another concocted document which was forged, which was fraud. They had used our letterhead, and the reality is that he hasn't till date, and the entire party hasn't till date been able to use the metadata and tell us what was this document all about. And metadata is nothing but the right click on a document which gives you the properties. They had forged it. You know, third party fact checkers have also told you that. Having said that, on the 18th of May, we approached the Delhi police and said, this is what has happened. We would like to file an FIR. The Delhi police, controlled by the Union Home Ministry, reporting to Union Home Minister Amit Shah, did not file our FIR for 48 hours, after which an NSUI wing of in Chhattisgarh filed an FIR and subsequently sent notices to a few people, including his esteemed colleague from the BJP. Now, there are only two ways to counter this. The first way to counter this is that the BJP should come on record, cooperate with the police that has sent you a notice on the basis of an
No,
FIR.
but that is a police and an FIR filed in a Congress ruled state. You know what is happening? Look at the politics. Delhi police,
No,
you say, no, 1
shortly.
minute. Ma'am, 1 minute. Delhi police, you say, is controlled by the central government, therefore is not filing an FIR in this case based on your complaint. So what do? You go to Chhattisgarh, where there is a Congress government, you file an FIR and want Dr. Patra and Raman Singh to be brought before the police. You know, the country needs a criminal system which is away from Congress and BJP. It should be the same.
Fair point. Fair point. I agree with you. The country needs a system which is fair and square. And what is that fair and square system doing? The Delhi police refuses to file our FIR, but heads to the Twitter's office to give a notice. I mean, what sort of logic is this? We are the ones who are alleging this is fake. We are the ones who are alleging this is a fraud that has been committed. You don't listen to us. You don't file a complaint. Instead, you go to a social media platform. That's only one
They
thing that I
claim
want
they
to say.
want to investigate. They claim they want to go to Twitter to investigate and find out the basis on which Twitter called it manipulated media. Are they not entitled to do that?
No, they are entitled to do it, but aren't they first entitled to listen to us and listen to what we have to say about that manipulated media?
Can I just respond
They
to
have not even given us a hearing. Sir, I did not speak in between. Please offer me the same courtesy. Let's do this in a more civil way.
Yes.
I mean, let's do this in a more civil way. I just have one very brief point to make, and then of course Zafar Islam can come in and peddle whatever else that he wants to.
Yes.
The BJP uses the narrative that it wants to on Twitter. The BJP uses Twitter to directly communicate with the people. The Prime Minister has said Twitter is his microphone to the world. The Prime Minister has said that, you know, Twitter has super analytics. Now, when they're caught red-handed forging a document, they want to go against the social media platform. And look at the kind of disrepute this is bringing to us. This has nothing to do with Twitter. This has nothing to do with the Congress party. Look at what the world is saying about us. And it is partly true. I mean, what did Delhi police do in the Disha Ravi case? They've been given a huge stand down by the Delhi High Court, which has said you haven't even been able to file a complaint. And now the Delhi police does this. And the special cell of the Delhi police in charge of probing terrorism. Is this what the Delhi police should be doing? That's the one question I want to ask. And the second question I want to ask is, if Twitter is so problematic, is Mr. Modi willing to reconsider being on Twitter? He has 70 million followers. Does he want to quit Twitter? If Twitter is so biased, if Twitter has all the problems, let him quit Twitter.
You know, just a minute. I want to go step by step. Syed Zafar Islam, you want to intervene, but I want to ask you a simple question, because you started this program by questioning Twitter's due process. You have every right to do so. You are claiming that it is manipulated media, that the manipulated media tag has been done without following due process, virtually accusing Twitter of bias. But the fact is, in April, the Narendra Modi government ordered Twitter to block over 50 tweets, mostly critical of its responses to the COVID pandemic. They included those of Congress spokesperson Pawan Kheda, Congress MP from Telangana, Revant Reddy. In
Why
those
was there
cases,
an uproar there?
No, 1 minute. In those cases, Twitter went and followed what the government wanted. Then you had no problem with Twitter. Now the fact is, if Twitter today calls it manipulated media, you call it biased. When they block Congress tweets, you have no problem with it. Why is it that in the only two instances involving politicians in recent times, both the tweets that have been called manipulated media are BJP leaders? Obviously, there cannot be smoke without some fire. The fact is, BJP leaders must answer. Why can't BJP leaders come clean and show that the fact checkers who have called it manipulated are wrong, are lying? Where is your proof? The proof lies on, it's for you to prove you have not manipulated that document.
You have raised one question multiple times, so let me respond. I'm sure that you will give me an equal opportunity to respond as well. While Supriya was saying that let Zafar speak whatever he wants to speak, let me tell you, I will just narrate the truth. And truth is that they have taken a decision which is unilateral, without doing a proper homework, without doing the proper due diligence, proper process they have followed, and without checking with the other parties. Third, Rajiv, don't interrupt, please, and let me just complete. Secondly, let me ask the Congress spokesperson, and let me raise this question for everyone, all the viewers, that they are making this kind of allegation about Delhi police. But how about the Chhattisgarh police? They are targeting our colleague, and there are many people on Twitter. How many Twitter users are there? And there are many people who have retweeted from their handle. Why only Raman Singh? Why? Why only Raman Singh?
They are learning from you. No, just a minute, Supriya Shrinet. The fact is, Syed Zafar Islam, the BJP also has used the law selectively in this country. You have filed sedition cases against individuals in cases where you are in power. This is the problem in this country. Identical FIRs are filed in BJP-ruled states. This is the problem that I'm saying. Twitter is a global social media giant. You have every right to ask them for transparency. You can ask them for a compliance officer. But why don't you prove that it is not manipulated? Prima facie, fact checkers have proved that you have manipulated it.
That is what I'm trying to tell you. The investigation is on. The police is doing its work. They are investigating. Let the truth come out. before they can engage even from ask from even BJP. But how can a Twitter become judgmental and give a judgment without the investigation is being done by the police?
Okay, as I
mean,
said,
they have to
I
wait.
said at the outset that Twitter claims that they have gone by the basis of technological filters, reports from third parties, and according to their
There are a lot of
system,
questions.
it depends on the severity of offense. Tweets can be removed, accounts can be suspended, or tweets can be labeled manipulated media. Now, that's their system. You don't like it. The fact is the BJP has been the biggest beneficiary of the rise of social media all these years. Now it's coming to strike at you. But Supriya Shrinet, respond to what Zafar Islam is saying. He's saying allow the process to be completed. Before Rahul Gandhi or anyone comments, why not allow the process to be completed in just a few days? Already you are claiming that the Delhi police is acting on the instructions of the Home Ministry.
Because Rajdeep, the same Delhi police did not take cognizance and did not lodge an FIR when we went to them. And the same Delhi police is showing some amount of swiftness here, which is not warranted. Going to a Twitter office where people are working from home since March. I mean, what sort of embarrassment is the Delhi police to our Indian state, firstly? The second thing I want to say is, let's not jump to a conclusion. Twitter actually suspended and blocked some of our tweets. Why did you allow that to happen? If you were absolutely non-partisan about it, and if Twitter wasn't an enemy then, why did you tell Twitter that why are you doing this to the Indian opposition? Let's have a thriving democracy and let the Indian opposition say what it does, which was all within the realm of law. I also want to ask you one more thing. There are so many people out there, and you have to go through some of our timelines. Even as I speak, there are people who will hurl abuses at you, people who will threaten you, people who will tell women that they will be raped, people who will threaten of murder, people who will talk about Godse, Rahul Gandhi. Why? And these people are followed by Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah. How come the government never gets riled up and never approaches Twitter for things like that?
You make a strong point. You make a strong point. Allow Zafar Islam to respond. Zafar Islam, the BJP never gets riled up when there is hate speech on Twitter. When, as Supriya Shrinet says, women journalists have been threatened with rape. We never heard the BJP then talking of freedom of speech. Suddenly, when your own leader is pushed on the back foot, is accused of putting out manufactured documents, you are targeting the messenger, i.e. Twitter. I mean, come on, grow up. It's time for our politicians to grow up.
They can't.
Be accountable. In a pandemic time, you're putting out fake documents. You will be held accountable. You should be. And if you're not, please provide the facts. Please provide the facts to show that you have not manipulated the media. It's your responsibility.
You are looking more excited than the Twitter.
No, I'll tell you why. Because I have seen Zafar Saab, the kind of hate, 1 minute, Supriya. I have seen over the years the kind of hate speech that has been allowed to get away. None of you have stopped that. Now suddenly when Twitter or messaging has come to hit both political parties, you all are jumping up and down, particularly the BJP.
Allow me to complete. What was the mechanism place? Was there any mechanism, redressal mechanism in place earlier? That's why the new guidelines have been introduced. It has come into existence purely because there is a redressal mechanism. If you have any problem, so you can approach somebody within the system and within the organization to with your complaint, and somebody is there to address your concern. And there is an oversight committee which has also been suggested to have oversight committee to ensure that every citizen, if he or she being targeted unnecessarily, they can lodge a complaint and justice will be done. But there was no such mechanism. That's why these new guidelines have been put in place.
Sir, I think those guidelines are reassuring. The guidelines need to be there. I agree with you on that.
And we have always acknowledged that's why this guideline has been put in place now.
Okay.
But these people always, they have always used these social media to target the Honorable Prime Minister.
Sir, are you telling me, sir, 1 minute. 1 minute, Zafar. You've said that these people have used social media to target the Prime Minister. Koi doodh se dhula hua nahi hai. Rahul Gandhi's pappufication also started on social media. But I will let Supriya Shrinet have one final quick word, please.
I will only say this, Rajdeep. At 9:37 this evening, we should be talking about what is the way ahead when Pfizer and Moderna have said no to states getting the vaccines directly. Why are Ramnamis being pulled off from burials that have already happened on the riverside? Why is our vaccination rate so low? Why have we vaccinated only 3%, barely 3% of our population? But we're not talking about all of this, which is exactly what this government wants, which is exactly what the BJP is working towards, because they have completely failed as far as the pandemic management is concerned. And so the best thing to do is divert attention. That's exactly what you're doing, Zafar.
Okay.
That's what your party is doing, but it is a sin to do it right now.
Time out, sir. You know, I have tried to avoid politicians as far as possible in these days, because I believe the focus must be relentlessly on what is happening on the ground when it comes to fighting the pandemic. However, when politicians themselves are accused of manufacturing news against the other, then it is squarely in the public domain. Syed Zafar Islam and Supriya Shrined, I appreciate your joining us on the Twitter wars that seem to be getting bigger